we're bringing to you, my buddy John and I. If you don't know, he's my little munchkin, my Papa Smurf. I'm his McNugget with no sauce. That's why we called this the No Sauce with Kyle and John. I mean, we've been talking about doing this for
months, man.
almost
Months.
a year now. Yeah, it's been a while since we were in Whack Vegas back
Mm-hmm.
in March, late nights after the ball games with Alex and Jacqueline from Part Me Alex. Good old Bill Hardy as well was with us. So we've been debating when we could get this started. We finally decided that this Tuesday night was the night to get it started. So here we are.
Schedules are crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
from all your softball games, umpiring, and travel, vacations, me coaching baseball.
He says traveling vacations when he's the one that went to Disneyland last weekend.
Hey, I
I
had a business trip last
week. I mean, he's been to LA twice in the past like 6 months. So yeah, don't talk to me about vacations right now. So
hey, it's grand life. I don't have a camper. I don't get to get out and see nature.
Well, we only went
traveler
like 4 times this year, so I actually had to winterize my trailer this afternoon after work. So no more camping for the season, but it is nice having a trailer. I'm gonna say it is nice having a trailer, especially on softball trips. So
yep, that's gonna be one of the next expenditures over here. I want to get a trailer, want to get a side by side, all that fun stuff. So
John makes the big bucks. If anybody,
open.
John makes big bucks.
Yeah.
If we see us get a little excited right now, we are both watching the Phillies, Diamondbacks, Game 7, NLCS. Diamondbacks lead 4-2, top of the 8th. Nobody out now. So
let's focus on that for a second. So obviously, both of us were really disappointed with how our team seasons went. You obviously being Chi-Town boy with the Cubs. Season ended months ago. Seems like at least half a year ago. My team a couple weeks ago, the Dodgers, decided, hey, let's run the table, be amazing, and then just forget that we have baseball bats and just not swing them properly. So, let's get your take. NLCS here, top of the 8th. Diamondbacks up 4-2 over the Phillies. You okay with that ending? Do you want Philly to come back? I mean,
it's I don't care who wins. It'd be great to see Arizona there because we haven't seen them since, what was that, 2001 when they won it with
Red Council, Luis Gonzalez, all them
with that walk-off hit. The Phillies have been in it a few times since then, and my family is from Pennsylvania, so there's kind of an affinity to the Phils.
Yeah,
but I mean, to see 2 different teams, and I think somebody tweeted it out. I would have to find it again. Like, this is the first time in like 8 seasons that it's not going to be the Dodgers or the Astros in the World Series. So
it's like all those years with Manning and Brady, pretty much going to the Super Bowl every year from the AFC. Yeah,
right. So I mean, it's awesome. Like, I would love to see the Diamondbacks because I mean, it's just a cool story. And the other thing that makes me mad is they were the ones that basically knocked my Cubs out of the playoff race when they swept them in Arizona in a big series back in September. So it'd be good to see that. But Kyle Schwarber was a Cub before he became a Philly. He was part of that 2016 World Series team. So there's an affinity there for the Phils a little bit. And Corbin Carroll might have just Nick Castellanos robs him of a base hit.
See, I hate this. I'm like, what?
You're
2-3 seconds behind you. Yeah. So it's like, oh, there he goes. He makes that play, but not the other one, like an inning or 2 prior to save 2 runs.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is. So yeah, see, I have hated the Cardinals and the Phillies for years being a Dodger fan. How many times they got close and came up against those 2 organizations and just couldn't get over the hill. But this year, I find myself rooting for Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, and all them. I mean, I just Bryce Harper's a stud. He's definitely a hothead. He's definitely a
he dropped it.
You know,
Yep.
he's a guy that you either love or hate. I love him. The passion that he has for the game. I mean, it's like, him and like Manny Machado, I think are the probably two most polarizing players out there. I unfortunately don't like Manny Machado, even
Yeah,
though
I'm
he
not
was a
a fan of Manny
Dodger.
Machado either. Sorry,
But
for anybody that's listening. I'm not a Padre
yeah,
fan or a Manny Machado fan.
yep.
Uh,
But Bryce Harper, I think he just, I'm disappointed that we haven't seen Trout in a Phillies jersey. That I swear that's where he's going as soon as free agency comes up again.
didn't he just sign
Um,
a contract though? Like he
I
signed one a couple years ago.
He did, and I was the whole time saying I don't see why he resigns. I said, he has a good thing going, and imagine what the team would look like with Trout out there.
Okay, so here it is, right? So he signed a 12-year contract worth $426,500,000, right?
Dang.
$20 million signing bonus,
Hmm.
and all $426 million of that is guaranteed. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's not leaving Anaheim anytime soon because I'm pretty sure that no team in America
He's gonna take that
is
contract
wants to
on.
take that $426 million guarantee.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no,
But what team does he have? I
that's
mean,
the problem. They spent all that money on him, but they don't have anything around him. Shohei Ohtani is going to be gone and
yeah,
free
and
agent,
they
traded
and
or
and
whatever.
and I know they wanted to be optimistic earlier this season, and hey, we could still make a push for the playoffs. But you rolled the dice and you came up way short.
Yeah,
And now what? And now you're gonna get nothing for Otani.
right.
Nothing. So
Yeah,
it's a
it's
shame. I mean,
crazy.
as you know, I grew up, early years in Southern California. We had tickets to both. We went to a ton of Angels games. We went to a ton of Dodgers games. There wasn't the interleague play at the time, and they never faced each other in World Series. So you never kind of really hated one or the other.
Right.
Maybe it was because I was younger. I didn't have that, but growing up, it's like 2002. Oh, that was great being an Angels fan, especially being a Dodgers fan and seeing the Giants lose. Like, probably no better year in my life as a baseball fan than that year.
Yeah,
Then obviously the last, 6, 7 years being a Dodgers fan, it's been exciting. Um, Happy as heck that the Rangers took care of business. I think we've seen all those memes and stuff going around that Astros lose, so everybody wins. I'm excited. Great ball team, but I heard, seen rumors that Dusty Baker's prepared to step down from the Astros. I think that's going to be a big hurt for them. But we'll see. We'll see.
yeah,
So
it'll be
exciting
interesting.
time. Ooh, great catch, Mr. Trey
I was
Turner.
letting you say that because it was a
Yeah,
great catch, so I didn't wanna
yeah.
ruin the moment for you,
I,
especially
I
considering
make
you play infield, so I
I
didn't
make
wanna.
a few of those every now and then. Little shallow fly ball to left center, just catch it right over the shoulder. It's a
Oh
tough
my.
play. It's tough. I
Your
I
thing
might
is
not be able to hit
your
triples
still
like you,
Is
Kyle, but
your softball team still playing on Wednesday nights?
no, no, we are done for the season.
Okay.
Fortunately, but unfortunately, um, that's it's just it was not a good season. Not a good
Okay.
season. We had a few injuries. What with the last 2 weeks of the season, we had our best hitter on the team, our third baseman, great glove over there, went to Bolivia or something for 2 weeks. So yeah, it kind of sucked. And but means I might be available for pickup since no teams take rules seriously. So just throwing it out there.
He speaks the truth that these
Yeah,
teams load up on their rosters
especially
when
playoff
the
time.
tournament comes around in league play. These are rec league guys.
Rec league.
We're
It's
playing
it's
for a
guys like us,
$5
38,
Walmart
39.
shirt.
What are you, 40, 42 now? 41?
I'll be 42 in June, yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's old guys like us that can still somewhat kind of hang with these guys,
Somewhat.
and
No, we can. We
it's
can.
but
I
it's rec
the
league.
reason I'm complaining is
If
because I know I can, and if
if
once I
this
get to that point I can't, then I'm done.
yeah, I mean, if this was comp league, I want to get to that. I want to be in that comp league where I get to be the catcher. I can hit, I can run a little bit, but I get to catch. I get to just relax. But no, every team, it's like, hey, you're playing middle infield. I get it. I grew up. I'm pretty good at the position still. I can move around. I've made a few plays the other night. But dude, every league night, the next morning, I'm feeling it. So
I feel it too, but it's like when I hit better than all the young guys on my team on
mhm.
a night, like I smile when I wake up in the morning, like I still got it for one, and I hit better than these guys, so I can rub it in their faces. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's a good time. I will say this: last
let's hear it.
week I hit two triples. I hit it one in co-ed, and it was at the left
Hold on.
center
What do you
field.
do?
So let a guy.
What are you doing playing co-ed?
I had to fill in on my Bryant's co-ed team on Monday night.
Had to.
So
Okay.
I did that. He asked me to fill in. So I did that. And then Tuesday night, I was playing in the Tuesday night men's league they have in Orem.
Mm.
And I hit one down the left field line, past the left fielder for a triple. So that was
Girl
two
left fielder.
week, and that's three in the past like 3 weeks. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I like that.
you know
I
the
know
best
I
part about
I know
playing
my
softball?
position.
You know
Say
the
that
best
again?
part about playing it is when you got young guys that have never played against you
Uh-huh.
that don't think you can hit or can hit with power or some kind of power, that they're playing on the co-ed line against you, and
But
then you hit it over their head and you just smile because you're like, guys, we still got it, right?
how
Like
how do people not look at you and say, "Oh yeah, he can hit it to the fence."
I am 41 years old.
Yeah, but you're a big dude.
But I'm fat. It's not
Who
muscle.
cares?
It's fat.
Who cares? Who cares? You're stocky. You've got
Bro,
arms.
that's just the
Listen,
way young guys are.
with
They have no respect for the old fat guys anymore.
see, with the nuggets and burgers you pound, man, those are like bicep curls, man.
But you know
Yeah,
that. They don't know
yeah.
that.
I
That's the great part about it.
that's just what, and all it takes is one at bat.
I
Just
mean,
watch them one at bat. I bet it wasn't your first at bat against them that you did that. I bet it was probably your third, and they
it
still
was
didn't make the
third or
adjustments.
fourth. Yeah, it was. But hey, I like
Hey,
those people. So yeah.
it's good. It's good. I
We have
see. Here's
all
I'm the
kinds of
complete
softball
opposite.
stories, like all
I
kinds of softball stories.
I know my position on the teams. It's get on base and then let people hit you in.
John's the guy that
It's
makes me mad by walking on 3 straight pitches and
whoa, whoa.
you
In
did
league,
that
I never, dude.
you did
In
that
tournament against you, I did.
No, no,
Yeah,
you
I've
didn't.
never done that in league.
First time we played
Don't
you,
even.
you did. He is
Okay.
lying out his teeth.
Hey, is this a filtered stream
We're gonna
or
keep it PG-13.
sorry. You know that's complete garbage, right? And hey, did you also know that in league play over these last 3 years since we played against you, I had never gotten out against you ever until our game earlier this
I
year.
know. So he
And I went
walked,
2 for 4.
and then he goes middle on me, and then he goes middle on me again. This is my friend.
Hey,
This is my
hey,
friend.
hey,
This is
when
like
we
the
step on that field,
elevator
as
ride
soon
I
as you
had.
cross that line,
Hey,
we're
this is
done.
like the elevator ride I had at the Orleans Arena when we were down there for Worlds. Like, that is another story, folks, for a great day
Yes.
when we'll have 2 other guests on this that will talk about that because I think we need to have them on at some point
Yes.
to discuss some of our softball endeavors. Like, it's been fantastic. Uh,
So let's take a second for those that are, you know, may not know us a little bit. Don't necessarily need to do introductions, but let's maybe talk about what kind of purpose of the podcast. What are some of the things we want to talk about? Um, because it's certainly we both love sports.
yep.
Like you and I have only known each other for maybe 5 6 years, and it's crazy how quick the connection was made. But a lot of common, a lot of common areas in both sports and life that I think we want to discuss. Right?
Yep.
Everything from first meeting playing playing pickup softball up in Ogden or wherever the heck it
It was
was.
in Ogden. It was freezing that day.
Five
You were
years ago?
cold too. Yeah, you were cold too.
And then to where we are in life, family, raising kids. Your kid's going to play baseball, I think, this year for the first time, if I remember
Maybe
correctly.
we're gonna get him signed up for junior jazz. I need to
Okay.
do that this week. Yep.
Yeah, I got to do that as well. My 7-year old, Is the only kid that's playing junior jazz this year, so I'm excited.
Nice.
I'll just say this: do not have three kids all playing at the same time, especially out here, because there's too many parents that don't want to sign up to be coaches, and so you end up getting roped in coaching three teams.
Yeah.
That's at least 3 hours on Saturday. That's at least 3 hours during the week.
What are you
Plus,
swinging at, you bum?
hey, he broke his bat.
Ugh. What are you swinging at? Don't swing at that stuff.
How did he
Anyway,
break his bat?
yeah,
Oh,
so let me tell you a little
the
bit about
frustration
John.
afterwards. Yeah.
Let me tell you about John and how we met. We decided we were gonna put a tournament team together for old man slow pitch softball, and he posted on one of the pages that he was moving down. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the picture, his profile picture he had, it looked like he might have been 6'2", 6'3", good ball player, really strong, big guy. We
Optical
needed somebody like
illusions.
that, you know. Then we get to the ballpark that Saturday morning. We were playing uppers Saturday morning. It's really cold. I think it was April, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
April? It was April. And we get there and I see this little he's shorter, and I'm like,
Like,
who's this guy?
hi, Mr.
And
Kyle.
he
I'm here
comes
to
up, he's like,
play.
hey, are you Kyle? I'm like, yeah, I'm Kyle. It's like, I'm John. Okay, there's this like, what are you, 5'9", 5'10"? Not
Not
even that.
even.
You're like
Not
5'8",
even. Dude, on
right?
a good day, 5'6", soaking wet.
And I'm just looking at him like, this guy misled me so bad. So now I hope he's going to be halfway decent,
Didn't
because you
mislead at
never
all.
know with these Facebook guys that say, I can play, I can do this. Like, he actually played really well. And it was the start of a really, as you can see, still a
I just
friendship to this
I just
day.
remember putting my body on the line our first game. The guy ran me over for a third out at second
He did.
base.
He did. He slid really hard into
Classless.
second base and
No, he
almost
didn't
like
even
got
slide.
knee.
He didn't even slide.
I
He
heard
just
slid
barreled
late.
through me like a linebacker.
Didn't he slide late?
No, no,
Oh,
he just came in like shoulder. Yeah.
but
No, no resp I'm just trying to break up what play are you trying to break up? It's a force out at second base for the third out in an inning.
yeah.
Freaking tool.
So now we are good friends. We play occasionally. I ask him, but he's never available because he's coaching or he's on a trip, or he can't make up his mind if he's going to play this weekend in St. George,
Okay,
because he doesn't
whoa.
want to be out
Okay.
too late.
Okay, hold on.
So,
Before you put me on blast there, you know very well that I will be down kind of in the area, but coaching my kids' baseball team.
oh, I
Okay.
know. I'm not saying I'm not.
So
I still got to put you on blast though,
I
because
got I got kids to
the
think of. I
kids'
can't
game
be
is
out
at
till
3 o'clock.
midnight.
The softball games aren't till 10 and 11 at night.
Bedtime. They gotta
So,
be rested for the next morning because
oh my
they have to be at the
goodness,
field at 7 a.m. It's called being a
that's
good
at a
coach, Kyle.
time. So
It's
you
called
would
being a
think
good coach,
them
Kyle. Try it once in a
then
while.
be awake. You get to sleep for 7 6 7 hours. That's enough time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe.
it's okay. I'll
Maybe.
forgive you this time. But
Yep.
yeah, we go to Vegas for Whack Vegas each year, or the last couple of years we've gone.
Yep.
So we've gone over to Gordon Ramsay's. It's not like what's it
It's a
called?
pub and grill. Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill at Caesar's Palace.
mhm.
Ooh, the steak and
Yeah.
the lobster tail. Mm.
Hey, so I just found this out, and just weird travel tip for anybody that wants to go there, that's dying for like a traditional Gordon Ramsay dish. Obviously, the beef Wellington, that's the big, the traditional piece. During lunch, they serve a smaller steak. Did you know that? I didn't know
Interesting.
that until a couple weeks ago when I was down there with my sister
Well, so
and
we
her
gotta
husband
figure
and
out
stuff.
time to go for a dinner. The problem is
S-
we're at the
Games.
arena for the
Hmm.
games. Oh,
Yep.
so
But
oh well. I'll still take the steak and the lobster
oh yeah,
tail.
yeah. I mean, I still took the smaller portion, and I walk away feeling comfortable but satisfied.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah. After that dinner, a little bit bigger serving. Oh, delicious, delicious.
Nice.
However, during the day they give you the big mug for your drink, and for those of you guys don't know, we'll talk about it a time or two. Kyle and I don't drink.
Yep.
We probably look like like party animals, right? Um, the beer bellies that we have, it's all soda. Okay. Dr.
Yep.
Pepper is my drug of
Same.
choice.
Same.
And they bring out this mug that's like this tall, big old glass mug, just chuck filled. And I think the first time we went, or I went, you weren't you guys had decided to leave and go back to Utah. Adam and I stayed, and
Don't
we
get me
talked,
started on that.
and we it's a story for another day. We talked the waiter into letting us take the glass mugs with us, so they refilled them up and let us walk around Caesars. So we went through the sports book and all that kind of stuff, which is these huge mugs, and still have it upstairs in my kitchen till this day. But yeah, they don't give those at night. They just give you like the small little like whatever glasses. So little disappointed, but because I was hoping to buy another one so I'd have a matching set. But I
Yeah,
digress.
we got some stories from our trips. We'll get into those as we get into more episodes, and this kind of just an introductory episode, so you see what it's kind of like. But
Oh,
like John
good.
said, we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about maybe some crazy things that we've seen on social media. Like this is just two buddies talking much ado about nothing really. Like
Nothing.
we're going to shoot the breeze. We're gonna have some friends on. We're gonna have some other people on, from time to time. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh, I think we're gonna try and get into a regular schedule, maybe a
Yep.
Tuesday, Thursday type thing, so that we can, so you can be ready. Maybe, once in a while we'll do a live stream so that we could get the comments from people who are watching. Because we got softball friends that like to watch people live streaming their softball games. Why wouldn't they like to live
They,
stream?
they also like to talk crap a little bit, run their mouths.
They
So
do, so we
bring
can
them
we can
on.
bring them
Bring them on.
along.
We're thick skins, okay?
Yeah.
It's not just Kyle's belly that's thick, okay?
Hey, easy,
Dude, I got
easy.
my own. I got my own.
It is pretty thick.
Um,
I will say this. I was about 200 pounds when I got married 10 years ago.
just
So,
more of you to love, buddy.
oh man, she's just a
More of
good.
you to love.
But then again, Dr. Pepper, pizza, Jersey
Mhm.
Mike's, Philly cheesesteak, like
Hold on, that's not healthy? It's got some veggies.
it. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, exactly,
Jersey
right?
Mike's
It's
giant.
like it's healthy when you eat a bunch of chicken wings if you have the celery and carrots there too, right? Oh, hey,
You
one thing that
you got sauce on those, so it's not as healthy. You got to do it without
Ooh.
sauce.
Okay, what if you have
Oh,
like the
that's the
rub,
other
like the
thing.
seasoning?
Let's get into this where this no sauce thing came in. All right.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Well,
please.
we're driving home from a tournament.
It wasn't even a tournament. It was league night, I
It was,
think,
it was league night in
in Kearns.
Taylorsville. Taylorsville.
Yep.
We're driving home. It's late. We had played the late games, and Taylorsville is like half hour, 40-minute drive from where John and I live. So we stopped to get some food at McDonald's. I like McDonald's. My
Love it.
last name is McDonald. I like McDonald's. I don't eat chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce while I drive. Now, no, I just want to be clear on that. I
Or
don't.
ever. Or ever.
I have it sometimes when I'm sitting down.
Sometime no. Not
Not when
never.
I'm
I have never seen it, Kyle. I have
look.
never
It's
seen you use
not
sauce.
cool to be
Not even
driving and
ketchup.
cooking at the same time.
Not
No,
even ketchup. At a sit down. Never.
I
It's the
do it
weirdest thing.
occasionally. Just because I don't do it with you doesn't mean I don't do it other places.
Oh, so you're a closet saucer. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is it like
But
a
John gets
insecurity
this,
type thing?
John gets this picture of me driving when I'm sticking the nugget in my mouth. And ever since then, it's been McNuggets with no sauce. That's just the way it's been.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
put the picture on the episode here, so you can see it.
Yep.
I got to go back and find it, but it'll be on there so you can see it.
And
And it's
he's
tough.
mid bite of the chicken nugget, just side shot.
It's a it was a,
Just it was
it's
a
almost.
disappointing night. So Kyle, I made sure to bring some sauce with us. A little Chick-fil-A, or if you're feeling zesty, a little buffalo.
Hey, I will say
Okay.
this: I like the J Dog sauce. I will eat J Dogs
Yes.
with their sauce.
Okay.
So
That's
if
fine.
you're
Hey,
ever in Utah, you need to go to J Dogs. Try their sauce on their hot
100%.
dogs. Good
So
stuff.
here's the thing. It wasn't until J Dogs that I ever had sauerkraut on a dog.
Really?
I'll be
I like
honest.
sauerkraut. I'm not a
I
sauerkraut.
I actually like it. Like I'm not talking like a huge pile, but give me a little bit.
I'll
Just
have.
it that little bit of vinegar, complete opposite of that sweet sauce. It's really good. Instead of onions, sauerkraut, man. Try it.
I'll eat
I know you don't like new things,
over
right?
sauerkraut. I'll eat banana peppers on a J Dogs over sauerkraut. Sorry, I'm just not a sauerkraut guy. Can't do
Okay.
it. Can't do it.
Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Good times.
Um,
Good
but yeah,
times.
hey, so one thing, and we could talk about this later, but we got to dig into Jazz tickets this year. I got my tickets finally. We got
Well,
to
I
figure out a game or
I
two.
had some for the home opener tomorrow, but I sold them last night. I have
Mm,
some for Friday night, but I can't go Friday night because I will be in St. George for Old Man Softball. So,
yep.
if anybody's listening to this and they want Jazz tickets for Friday night against the Clippers, at the Delta Center, it's so great that it went back to the
Oh,
Delta Center.
love it. I was telling my wife that the other day. I was like, "Hey, look, it's the Delta Center," and she's, "What?"
So great that it went back to the Delta Center. So,
100%.
um, if anybody's listening, I got tickets. I think I sold the ones yesterday for 55 total, so I'll sell these ones for 55 total as well. So, if anybody wants them, but yeah, we'll get into all that with the Jazz and so forth. We have some things in the mix. We got some sponsors that we're going to throw out with the podcast as well. So just be on the lookout for that stuff. But it's going to be a fun time, John. I'm excited.
Right.
We're going to get this started, get this
Me
ball
too.
rolling. And we're
Me
gonna.
too.
I don't know that's
We
going to be on the level of Travis and Jason Kelsey,
no, no.
but it's going to be a good time shooting the
I mean,
breeze, talking sports. We're still watching the Phillies and the Diamondbacks, so
I was gonna say, we, you know, we'll try to bring a Taylor on to the show at some point, but it won't be the Taylor Swift. So sorry if you're disappointed there, but
I I am not a Swiftie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand it. When I was watching
yeah,
the Chiefs and Chargers Sunday, I couldn't stand it. Like I just
yeah.
couldn't do it. Like it was too much.
But here's the other thing. I have become quite a Chiefs fan, for lack of better terms. Not a Chiefs fan. Okay, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon, but I enjoy watching their games. So much that and I'm sure we'll talk about fantasy football, how that's going. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm trying to learn this whole video thing right here. Got my championship ring from this
Oh
last
my
year.
gosh.
Shout out to the Rose Bowl League. Um, I
Thanks for the
stepped
invite
up.
by the way. Thanks for the invite.
Hey, there's no openings yet. Stick around,
Wow.
and maybe there will
Wow.
be one. I will say this though. I went out on a limb, dropped some serious coin on the Kelsey Mahomes, you know, double point take for this year. So
Sure.
it didn't pay off early in the season. Not at least not quite as much, but this week 30 plus points for both of them. Easily won, I think, by like 40, 50 points this week.
Nice.
Currently in first place, 5-2, the highest point leader so far. So hopefully we can keep that rolling. But I gotta attribute some of it to Mrs. Swift. Um, hopefully she can keep the fans there happy, keep Travis happy and healthy, keep him on his feet. They had that knee injury thing that was really, really bugging me early in the season. But to all those Rose Bowl league haters out there who judged me, okay, actually maybe this is time for a funny story, and my wife's gonna kill me for this. Okay. Um, I love Travis Kelsey. Arguably one of the greatest tight ends so far of his time, possibly all time.
Agreed.
Okay. Um, my wife, over the last few years, especially as I've gotten a little more into fantasy football and whatnot, started watching a few more games. For the longest time, she's had little crushes on players or coaches, depending on who they are. Right. For a while, it was Clay Matthews
Green Bay.
up in
Yep.
Green Bay. He looked like Thor, the long blonde hair,
Right.
just a stud, strapping young man. Um, it's changed a little bit, right? She likes can't remember if it's Nick or Joey Bosa. She loves George Kittle, great
Okay.
personality.
She likes the guys with
Uh,
the long hair.
she does. But then we get Travis Kelsey, probably arguably her biggest crush. Okay,
It's
I'm
close
not going to go
to
into details because I don't
yeah.
want to embarrass my amazing wife, but let's just say she a little heartbroken when she heard about Taylor Swift. But yeah, like we sit there and watch the games, and Taylor Swift will show up, and she just turn it off, turn it off. I don't want to watch this. But I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Give me some entertainment. Have Mahomes get Mr. Kelsey the ball. I'd love just like last year, another 4 or 5 touchdown game between the
Nice.
two of them. I'd love it. Take me to the promised land.
Well, so right now in my big money league, I am tied for first, 6-1. And this might blow your mind. I am the bottom 4 in points scored.
Bottom four. Okay, so you're one of the lucky guys who's played an
I'm
easy
catching
schedule.
everybody basically on a bad week. I've had 2 weeks, 2 of my 6 wins where I got over 140 points, so that was a good week, but,
Okay.
now that my team is finally getting healthy, Saquon, Alvin Kamara's back, and Jalen Hurts is doing his thing, so, we're there. We're seeing what's gonna happen, but, you know, I'm just rolling with the punches right now. The cool thing
Yes.
is I signed up for one of those best bets leagues on DraftKings,
Okay.
and it's you draft a team before the season starts, and you just let it roll. You don't set your lineup; it just moves your
It's
guys up
it's
and
it's
down.
same
Right.
players every week. Okay.
Well, no, so it's the same team, but whoever has the highest points will get counted.
Okay.
So, like, let's say I have Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield as my quarterbacks. If Josh Allen
Whichever the two
had a
gets
bad
the most.
day, if Baker Mayfield gets more points, he'll be counted.
Okay.
His points count. So
But same players the whole season, right? What if
yeah,
somebody gets
yeah.
injured? Do you get to sub somebody out?
Nope. I
Oh,
mean, their
yeah.
points won't count. So I had Chris
You have
McCaffrey.
backup.
I was worried he wasn't going to play last night.
Mm.
But the good thing is I had James Cook, I had Kenneth Walker, and I had Isaiah Pacheco. So but right now I'm in first place in that. And my wife just asked me to take care of the dogs when I'm done, which I will do. Um, but I'm in first place with that. We got what is it? We got 7 weeks to go before you move on to round two and so
Mhm.
forth. But man, it's pretty cool to be in that position right now. In that
How many
because
how many people are in that?
well, so there's 12. Is it 12?
So is it a league? So it's a league of 12 guys, basically.
Right, but there's a bunch of them, and
Okay.
then if you get to round two, you're playing one on one or with four others or something like that, and only the top person moves on to round three, and then top person moves on to round four, and round four is the big one where there's big money involved, but there's like 1,200, all the best players from the leagues come together, and there's $1 million,
Oh, wow.
first place gets $1 million. So I'm not saying it's going to happen. In my wildest dreams, it'd be cool to get to that final,
Yeah.
week. But I mean, it's cool to just be in first place right now in this best bets. I have Mike Evans and Adam Thielen and DJ Moore, so they've been killing it. So
Yeah. I'd say Adam Thielen's a great pickup. In my league, he was I think somebody dropped him after week 1 or 2, and so I picked him up and just sitting there, scoring me points.
yeah,
I love it. Yeah, so it's a similar feeling. What was it, 5 6 years ago, where now granted it wasn't the end. It was like the like up until like the round of eight, the elite eight. I was in the top 1,000 in all of ESPN, and I remember taking a screenshot because I knew I was going to crap the bed after that, right? But I still just remember for that for those few days, just telling everybody, "Hey guys, amazing guy right here.
nice.
Yep, I picked that upset. Picked it. Yep, uh-huh." And then yeah, we won't talk about what happened after that, but
I
it
made
wasn't good. Um,
it.
but yeah, yeah, I love this time of year. I love playoff baseball. I get it. A lot of people, it's tough to follow, the league throughout the year because there's too many games. I get it. you know, but also at the same time, you think of, all the teams that are out there, how many pitchers, it's not like, an NFL team where you pretty much have one quarterback you're going to face. You've got five, six, seven starting pitchers for some of these teams. You got to get people through rotations, traveling, it's a big expense. I like those 2, 3, 4 home game stands. Um, but playoff baseball is just, it's great, you know,
Yep.
regardless of which teams are out there. There's always something to do. It's either cheer for a team or just hope a team falls flat on their face.
Yep.
So hopefully, I stopped watching the game for a second. Are we bottom ninth now?
Bottom nine, 4-2 still for the Diamondbacks. So
So
three years
yeah,
away
I
from
mean,
the World Series.
it would be nice to see be nice to see either of these teams. If the Phillies can come back and win, great. If not, I think we'll have a real interesting World Series. What I'm hoping is that the Diamondbacks, haven't used it all up to get through the NLCS. That they can come out and really really hand the Rangers a good game.
Yeah,
So
we'll
we'll
see.
see.
I mean,
But
the
then,
problem is these teams aren't winning at home. Like, they gotta win at home. Uh, like, the Rangers,
well,
they
the
they
Arizona went home and won twice, didn't they?
yeah, but I mean, like, even yeah, I mean, but they're you gotta steal some on the road, right? Obviously.
Mhm.
The Phillies won at home both the first 2 games. Uh, but I mean no, wait, that's not right.
Yeah, I think the Phillies won first two, then the Diamondbacks won
Oh,
the
that's
next
right, they
two,
did win the
and
next 2.
Phillies, and then yeah, it'd be interesting. I maybe I haven't been watching closely enough, but I miss the days of like those dominant pitchers that would throw in 3 games in a 7 game series.
Those games are gone. Those days are
You
gone.
know,
The way the analytics have ruined baseball and other sports, those days are gone. They too many people, too many teams rely so much on bullpens now that you won't see
Mhm.
that. Like, it's just unfortunate.
When I think of Snell a few years ago, Rays Dodgers World Series, right? They had that in the bag. He was going lights out, and then they pulled him. Like,
Well, it's just
I'm
like in
glad because we got
game
the outcome we wanted, but
game 7 of the 2016 World Series, Kyle Hendricks was dealing.
mhm,
I don't even think he was at 70 pitches yet, and they pulled him for John Lester, and that's when all heck broke loose.
mhm,
So, um, it's ruining baseball. Like, you don't see guys that are built to go 7, 8 innings anymore.
nope.
It's all this mindset that, oh, once you get through the lineup twice, well, then you're gonna get hammered instead of, "Well, let's just see what he's got." Let's
Yeah. Well, that's the other part that frustrates me. So I've gone to a couple games this year, and how many teams that are starting with the reliever? They have a reliever go 1, maybe 2 innings, and then they're done.
yeah,
And
there's
I
always
think
a bullpen day for teams nowadays too. Yeah, that
and
it's
and
yeah.
and I think I think it's along that same mindset, right? But like, I don't know. For me, it loses a little bit of the spark of the game. You
The
go
pitchers
and
in the
you
pitchers in minor
expect to
league
see.
baseball aren't being developed to be starters. They're developed to be bullpen guys. They can go specialists is what I think they call them now.
Okay, so I'm watching the game right now. Pitcher's got his glove up to his hat like this.
It's
The
because
the
he's
whole
trying to get the
the
pitch.
whole
Yeah.
little calm thing, right?
Right.
What's your feelings on that? Have we gotten too soft out
We're
there?
we will get into that in another episode because that is a whole long episode that we could talk about.
Like,
Uh, we
I
will
just
discuss yeah.
I find it ridiculous. Okay, sign stealing, all this kind of stuff. It's part of the game. Now, I don't hold on. Don't whoa. Dodger fan here. The whole Astros camera situation debacle. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a little
But
different. That's a
but
little
like
different.
a runner on second base looking in and trying to figure out what the sequences of signs and being able to relay that to the batter, that takes a lot of coordination in such a short period of time.
Well, now this whole comms thing is gonna trickle down into college sports because of the so-called scouting gate, thing going on at
Hmm.
Michigan. We could go we're gonna spend a whole
Yeah,
full episode. Maybe the next episode we'll talk about this because baseball season obviously is still going.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, I have so many thoughts on it.
yeah. I mean, ultimately, where I was going originally was just it's a fun time to be a sports person.
Yeah, absolutely.
NHL just started. I got to go to the Avalanche home opener in Denver the other night. We got college football. I mean, it's and then NFL football. It's just a fun time. We got the
Yep.
NBA season starting up. Which college basketball is going to be starting up.
Sweet in
It's
college
just
basketball, yep.
I love this time of year. It's just there's always some sort of some sort of sport we can watch, and it's good. It especially when most of the television shows out there are complete garbage. I've run through pretty much everything on Netflix and Apple TV Plus and Hulu and however many other subscriptions I have out there. So it's good to be able to fill the time with baseball. And I got my oldest is excited. Really hopes that Bryce Harper and them can get things done, which doesn't look like it. 2 outs at the bottom of the ninth. I don't know. Maybe they need to cut their hair a little bit, trim the beard. I don't know. Maybe it's opposite this year. You need to be clean shaven. Like most of the Diamondbacks. I don't know. I don't know. But fun time for sports, man. I know
Yeah.
you can't grow a beard anyways, but
It's
you
not
know,
very good, I won't lie. It's not good. It's patchy at best, and, it's uncomfortable,
yeah.
uh, because I wear a CPAP machine, full mask, because
Mm.
I have breathing issues when I sleep at night, so, it's very uncomfortable when
A mustache
I
at least.
I'm
Dude, I
not a
think you.
mustache.
I think you would rock a
No,
mustache, man.
no, I will never rock
Dude,
a
one
mustache.
hundred percent.
That's out of the
Heather would
question.
be like, "Hey, buddy."
No, she wouldn't. She would tell me to shave that stuff.
Well, just get one time, man. Just grow it out. Let her see.
Negative,
She'll enjoy
Correct.
it.
It will
Just tell
not
her,
happen.
Give me 3 months to grow out the mustache because you know it's going to take you that long, little baby face, and I promise she'll like it. I'd
Yeah.
love to see you go like dressed up
She
as
likes
Maverick
me
next
clean
Halloween
shaven. I get lazy, so I
or
have scrub,
Goose.
but no, I'm not
Mm,
gonna grow anything. So, yeah.
okay, well,
Oh, we're watching the
hope and
final
dream.
here. It is
Oh, look at
we're
this
going
lady.
off
She's just
1, 2, bottom 9, 2 outs. Can they get the 3rd strike or, just get that fly ball, ground
oh,
ball?
he's battling. I
He
like
is
it. He's battling. Again,
I'm
give me
not
give
gonna lie,
me
I like the old school Phillies colors and
you thought
logo.
like the light blue and the old like the
Yeah,
maroon P. Okay.
yep. The old pinstripes that they used to have on their jerseys.
Hey, you remember that time when the Arizona Diamondbacks had like 7 team colors? Can they just pick and choose one thing and stick with it?
Yeah.
Like this is a nice combination, but I also like when they throw in that like that the little highlight of teal in
Oh,
there.
is it a pop out? Corbin Carroll.
Hey, tape delay, dude. God. Oh,
Wow.
foul ball, maybe. Oh, that's it.
We gotta get on this stream together sometime. So we're gonna do this in person sometime,
We,
so we're
we're
not like off this thing here.
yeah. Well, hey, good
Either
good for the Diamondbacks. Hey,
way.
your team missed the playoffs because of the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
My team just didn't show up, and so we forfeited. Just kidding. Listen, Dodgers, great run. I'm curious what happens the next couple of years. Kershaw potentially. How many years does he have left? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know,
It is
I
what it is. So
it. I wonder if they do with him. Like let's just say he maybe has a year, maybe two left. Did they take that last year and they do kind of a traveling road show like they did for Jeter and Mariano and all them?
they might. I mean, he deserves it for what he did, what he's done for that organization, what he's done for the game of baseball. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. But congrats to the
Yeah.
Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks Rangers World Series. Two teams that haven't been there. I don't think the Rangers
It's,
have been there in a long time. I don't remember the last time they've been in the World Series. Diamondbacks, like we said, 2001. So Major League
um,
Baseball is in full. The Fall Classic begins. I was looking at this. Begins on Friday in Texas at Globe Life Field. So
yeah. So they were there in what 2011. At least that's what the
when the
internet's
Rangers
saying.
were,
First appearance in the World Series, 2011. Hold on. What? Yeah. Well, this is the first. Yeah, it's what it says. Man, we should know this, shouldn't we? Yeah, 2011 against the Cardinals. Went 7 games.
oh, that's right. When David Freese beat them twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. 2011. Okay, so that's right. So
Yep.
see what
Yep.
happens.
It's got. I mean, lots happened over the last 12 years, right?
Yep.
But
Yep.
good. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Good
guys,
for them.
we are not going to keep rambling on now that this ball game is over. I think we wanted to both see the ending of it, but we're just getting started on this no sauce with Kyle and John. Like we said, we're going to try and make this a regular scheduled thing on. Maybe we'll do it on Wednesday, Friday, where we'll record the night before and stuff like that, so that you can have it. But be sure to check it out on Spotify. We'll have a YouTube because we're new video podcasts, obviously, um, and so forth. So, John, any final words before we end this first episode of
No,
maybe
dude.
the first season of the No Sauce? With Kyle and John.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I definitely don't have as much camera time as you know, and podcast experience. So hopefully I'll be able to join it. See, the problem is I got like 3 screens. This is my work setup as well, so I got screens everywhere. So hopefully we can keep some sports on and whatever else going. If it looks like we're distracted, that's why. But no, ultimately it's great just to be able to talk amongst friends. And as we've mentioned, we'll bring other people on to help fill you in on how messed up of a friendship we all have. But in the end, we like to see each other successful and happy, and so we share in the good times and the bad. And we're just living this life together. And it's great to have friends that have common interests. And hopefully, those listeners that tune in and listen to this, you guys can relate a little bit. And would love to hear back from you guys. Obviously, comments, feedback. Should Kyle always wear sweatshirts and a hat? Don't know. I normally wear hats, so
A
next.
short sleeve hoodie. I love short sleeve hoodies.
I actually have one on underneath. I just,
Love short
you know,
sleeve hoodies.
it's a little cold, but yeah, it's probably the greatest thing over the last couple of years of those. I got like 5 or 6 of them, but
I will say this:
um,
if you want a short sleeve hoodie, I'm going to put a link in our description, so you
yep,
click on those and buy yourself some. They are fantastic.
yes, 100%. But yeah, no, excited to get this thing rolling. So we'd love to interact with the future fans out there. So if you guys have feedback, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of straight out of whack people out there from New Mexico State or Grand
Maybe
Canyon
we'll
or
probably get
wherever
off.
you're from. Our
You know,
fans out at SFA, come on in. Bring the comments, the feedback. We're going to keep things rolling, especially as we get into basketball season, college basketball, which Kyle's huge on. I'm not the biggest basketball fan. I do enjoy the game. I don't know a ton about it, but you know what? It's fun. It's
it
sports.
is.
It's life. We're learning. We're having fun. So, with or
Ab-
without sauce, with sauce all the
Absolutely,
time.
everybody.
Always with
Absolutely.
sauce.
Like John said, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and share your thoughts. Maybe what we should talk about next time. That's always a good thing. So
Love it.
we will see you on the next episode of No Sauce with Kyle and John.